John. I mean, I heard, we talked before. I've heard a little bit. I've seen a bit about your story, but when did you realize that this was going to be more of a permanent responsibility that you're going to see through?
Well, when I was a kid, I was always in trouble, drugs, drinking, fighting. I was angry, and I was going down the wrong path. And I kind of stumbled into a Wing Chun school. So I met one of my friends, he was doing martial arts, and I was like, martial arts, none of that works. I've been in fights, it doesn't work. And he showed me one technique. It was box out punch, and I was like, that will work.
And I would agree, box out punch would work.
Yeah, it's a great. Oh my God! All our techniques are great, but I'm saying that was the first one I ever saw where I was like, this is different, And I thought blocking punches was just movie stuff. I didn't think you could really do that.
Yeah.
And so I stumbled into the school, and my teacher, who was like Marine Corps sniper, Hell's Angel, like from prison, like this big guy, like 260, just like he walked up to me and he just looked at me, and I was like, this might be the right place.
Right.
But I was fearless because I've been getting in so much trouble. I didn't care about getting beat up. So he took me in the room and he's like, show me what you know. And he knocked me around the room, and it was effortless. Like, he was like this big, massive guy, but the way he moved, I was like, there's something different, And he punched me, and I was bleeding all over, and I'm like, there's something different about this. And in that moment, I made a decision to do Wing Chun for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And I remember coming out in front of the class and just being bloody, and them all laughing at me. And I was like, this is the right place. This is what I needed.
Right.
So, at first, I hated my teacher, and I think he didn't like me either. But it was more of like, I'm doing this to show him that I'm never going to stop. It's more of I'm proving something to you. And then in time, that became, this is transformational. And it gave me a place to go where I wasn't getting in trouble or any of that stuff. And then I went into personal development. I literally changed my life. But I think sometimes we need that. I shouldn't say wait. I needed that punch in the face to wake me up. Mm-hmm. And then when he died, he said, it's funny because he offered the same kind of advice that Clayton had offered to you about you have to promote Wing Chun. Yeah. And he said that to me on his deathbed, that I promised him I would. And here I am.